Hey, everybody, welcome to this episode of the Soulful Eclectic. I am none other than your host, Dr. Diana Collins, and I want to welcome you to season 10. Woo, woo, woo. Yeah, I know I'm crazy. I got issues, but it's okay. But yes, we're on season 10, and I chose today to try out a few things. One, I did get new digs. So thank you, thank you to my lovely husband who helped me get my new computer. So thank you. So this is the first time I'm using my new computer and it's doing some really funky things. And so I'm so excited. So thank you. Um, if this is the first time you guys are checking in, seeing the podcast, listening to what I have to say, well, thank you so much for taking the time out. I appreciate you. Um, and I hope this won't be the last time that you come on and say hello and see how we doing. Also, thank you to all of you who came back and were watching all the old stuff, kind of catching up on what you missed and, so forth and so on. So thank you for that, for your patience, because I've been busy. Okay. I finished Fairview, which was at Pima Community College, and that was the spring in April. So April 23rd to like May 3rd, I did that. And then I was in Columbus finishing the film and then back in Columbus, back home. I swear I need to get me an Air Miles card because how many air miles have we done traveled and oh my gosh, I swear. But yeah, I've been busy. I've been busy, but but that's the nature of being a creative. I'm a Gemini, that's what we do. And well, that's what they say we do, but it seems to be holding to fact that I can't keep still worth a lick. So yeah, so this is what we're doing. So everybody's preparing for Father's Day. So happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Love you all. We are preparing for our 10th anniversary. Yeah, 10 years, 10 episodes. Look at that. 10, 10, 10. Love it. Didn't really pay attention to that to just now. But that was pretty cool. So 10 years, 10 episodes, 10 seasons, excuse me, not episodes, 10 seasons. So here we are. But yeah, so today is Juneteenth and a lot of things are going on. A lot of things. There's a lot of Juneteenth events. I I don't know if I was just sleeping in a little bubble or just not paying attention, but I never noticed so many Juneteenth events in my years. And that's just the honest truth. I just never, up until probably I'm gonna say 5, 6 years, did I really realize and see a lot of Juneteenth events. And more so, probably in the last 5 years, I started to really notice more and more Juneteenth events that were happening. And I'm like, oh, I really must have been in a bubble, but which is very well possible because I was working, going to school, raising kids, and doing that craziness. So it's very possible that I just did not pay attention to all the things that were happening in the area. It's very possible, but I'm really sad that I missed out on all that stuff because we do some super cool shit. I just need to say that we do. Um, so last night we had the hats we wear with the Earthsea Rising Collective. That was at the YWCA. That was great. We had a great turnout. Everyone showed some beautiful artwork, and I am going to share some of it with you guys. I'm going to try to anyway. Um, I was trying to get things situated and put it up there, but as I was trying to navigate using the new computer and seeing how this thing has so many bells and whistles. I'm still learning it. So, and doing that, so I have to get that so that we can see a little bit because I want you to see just a little bit. So if I don't get to do it on this episode, then definitely will share with you guys on the next episode for sure. Also, Yeah, so in honor of Juneteenth, that the other thing I was thinking for this season, and this season is I really did not plan to come on today, but I know I'm preparing for season 10, and in this season premiere, I really want to invite all of you to like take a deep reflection on legacy, identity, um, freedom, and transformation. Because as Juneteenth is here, it reminds us of the enduring journey that we are towards liberation. As much as we like to think we are free and we're liberated and all these things, in some ways, we're still suppressed, as you all are noticing and seeing and learning. But as we're doing this enduring journey towards liberation and self-determination, I want to share a few highlights from a trip that I had taken in 2025, last year. Around this time, I went to Jackson, Mississippi. Yes, to celebrate Medgar Evers' 100th birthday. So if you guys don't know, my aunt is Medgar Evers' daughter, Reena Evers-Evette. I love her last name because it's like her name, her maiden name inside her new last name. It's really cute, Evers Everett. But um, I wanted to share a little bit where we visited family, explored the Mississippi Civil Rights Museum, which was amazing, amazing, amazing. It made you really think about what our ancestors, I don't want to say our ancestors because some of them are still living, as you'll see in the video. There's a gentleman who is actually standing next to his mugshot because he was arrested during the civil rights riots in and boycott out in Mississippi. So he was telling the story of that the civil rights movement and how he became part of the civil rights movement. So there's like this whole wall of mugshots. And honestly, if you're a family, if you have elders who may have been part of the civil rights movement, I would not be surprised if their mugshot is not on that wall. I'm just saying. When it came to the bus boycotts and things of that. But I am grateful to have been able to participate in the Mississippi Civil Rights Museum and the celebration of civil rights icon Medgar Evers on his 100th birthday alongside his family. As I said, my aunt Reena Evers-Evette. So that was a great experience. I'll show you a little bit about that. Um, but through the stories and reflections and lessons learned, I invite you to explore how understanding history helps us be better for today, better ourselves. So, you know, in this opening episode, I want you guys to see how remarkable it is to have this growth, both personal and professional. Um, as as I said, I'm just finishing up all of this. So I have been in a period of reflection for some time. And as I said, this is our 10-year anniversary for our wedding as well, again, being married. So there's a level of reflection on that too that um Dan and I have been doing and trying to figure out what the next set of 10 years looks like. I know, we take it year by year, day by day, minute by minute, second by second, but just what does it look like? So now that I've finished the play and Fairview and now every other thing. So just going in and having some meaningful conversations about identity. As we talked about that yesterday, definitely talked about that yesterday about identity and where we are with the hats we wear, because we all wear several different hats. We had a discussion panel We embrace some symbolism there tonight. We will be embracing some symbolism in that, as well as we go to a masquerade event that probably will challenge us to consider the masks we wear as well, right? So you got the hats we wear and the masks we wear, and the truth that lie within all that, the truths that we're concealing under that. So there's so many layers in that. So it's really cool that this season right now is bringing out all of these things. So I'm probably going to be tired as all get out because tonight's event is at 9 o'clock at night. Yes, p.m. Yes, 9 p.m. I know. It's a lot. So probably afterwards, I'll probably just during the day, I'll probably take a nap or something, in a little bit. But yeah, so it's 9 o'clock tonight, and so that's gonna be like the masks we wear. Yesterday we had the hats and the different hats we wear. Now the different masks that we wear, and we talked about a little bit about changing your mask and how we get tired of wearing masks and code switching and things like that. So we had those conversations, right? So now, where are we going with this kind of thing? So, yeah, so I just want to invite you guys to also reflect during this time in this journey. So, when we and some of the things to think about when you're thinking about this reflection, right? Who are you beneath all these titles we hold? Because we all hold titles of some sort. Like I have the alphabet soup after my name. If I was to list all the alphabets, it's just ridiculous, right? And I'm proud of every set of alphabets and letters that I've gotten and achieved. So with my terminal degree as a DNP, so there are many alphabets behind my name. My husband has alphabets behind his name. So, and again, we all wear many hats. So, who are you underneath all those titles, right? Because those titles are parts of you, but there's this whole foundation of you. So, who are you? And what parts of yourself are you ready to be seen? Right? I know. Season 10, and I start out and you have homework and you have questions and you got to question your life. You're being all these things. Yes, 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 and yes. Okay. So here you are. This is a time. What are what, excuse me, what, uh, why do I want to keep saying what? Who are you beneath the titles, right? And then what parts of yourself are you ready to be seen? That part. And then one last one because I just got to give you one more because it's in my brain. So what legacy are you creating for future generations? That's a big one. So what legacy are you creating for future generations? So yeah, so that was a big piece of it. So again, this is just season 10, the opener, as we navigate this new season. So I figured this would be an ideal time to come on out and just see what's happened. So season 10, we're gonna just honor all of those who have come from um, all over, those who have come before us and celebrate who are becoming and who we are becoming and embrace the freedoms to evolve unapologetically. Yeah. So we're celebrating Juneteenth and the meaning of liberation. We're going to reflect a little bit about my trip to the Civil Rights Museum, which was honoring Medgar Evers' 100th birthday legacy, family heritage legacy. What does that look like for you? And you know what? I also do want to talk about some of the things and the lessons I learned through storytelling in Fairview. Fairview was a really, really powerful play, and I really wished, thinking about it right now, I really wish we did Fairview like now and let it run into Juneteenth because I think with the content of what Fairview was reflecting on and talking about, it's reflective of today's holiday, I think. And I could be wrong. That's just, and I'll talk about oh, you know what? I'll talk to Deanna about that to see what he thinks. I don't know. He may agree. He just woke up from a nap, so he may agree. One day I'll get him on the podcast. I don't know. Probably not. It's been 10 episodes now, 10 seasons. I don't think it's gonna happen. So, and we'll talk more about the symbolism behind the hats that we wear, because the hats we wear um, do signify, and I think they do sometimes coincide with the mask we wear. Because if you're changing your hat, right, depending on where you go, the mask may have to change as well, right? Because if you're going, I don't know, say you're code switching for corporate or whatever, right? So you have your corporate hat on. Now you have to throw your corporate mask on and be a whole different person. Now, I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I know there's a whole debate on whether code switching, we should still be doing code switching. I don't know. I've been doing it so long. It just the switch flips naturally. But I think also over the years, with being in my authentic skin and learning to be in my authentic skin and being okay in my authentic skin, I am learning that I'm becoming a little bit lax with that mask. That mask, it gets a little heavy, so it tends to droop down and fall. So some things just come out naturally, right? Kind of like when I do the podcast, just sometimes things just come out, and that is just me being in my authentic space. It's like, yeah, yeah, I said it because that part of me just wanted to say it, whatever. And then mass and authenticity and that self-discovery, again, it goes with the hats we're wearing and the mask that we're choosing to fit with that hat that we're wearing, because I don't know, sometimes you can mix and match, right? Your hat could be saying one thing and the mask can be doing a totally other thing. So there is that, right? And then just embracing your personal evolution in this season of your life, right? In this season. Because let's think about it. If you think about the many hats that you have and when and where you've worn those hats, right? In the place that you are today, does that hat fit who you are becoming? And this is a question in the reflective space that I left individuals with last night, right? The hat you've worn in the past, does it fit the hat? Does it fit the same way in today in who you are becoming? So yeah, so that is my question. So with that, we're gonna let you marinate on that really quickly while I yeah, just play this so you guys can see this because I really want you to see it. So here you are.
They walk with me every step I take. Ain't never just me, covered, guided, chosen ancestors' pride. My ancestors grow so I could stride. Their strength fuels my soul inside. Every step I take is thunder in the sky. They walk beside me everywhere I go. They bled for my freedom, prayed for my glow. I'm the living echo of the battles they know. The courage in my heartbeat, fire in my stroll. I move like prophecy, the story they foretold. I am their echo, I am their fire. Faith they carry, dreams they desire. Ancestors pride, I rise, covered by the love, their tears, their cries. Ancestors pride, I shine. They walk beside me every single time. Ancestors pride. they survive now, dripping in gold. I'm the keeper of the magic, the truth they held tight. The revelation blooming in the healing of their fight. Their battles on my backbone, their courage makes me bold. I'm the chapter of the legacy that finally unfolds. I rise because they rose. I glow because they glow. My destiny already wrote. The fire lives in my soul. Ancestors rise, I rise. Father love their tears, their cries. Ancestors rise, I shine. Oh, they walk beside me every single time. Ancestors rise, their royal stride and royal stride.
Oh my gosh. Here I am. I was like pushing buttons, like, where am I? Where am I? So yeah, so that was I love that song too. I found it. Young lady is Lyrical Songstress is her name, and I'm gonna have her in the song notes so you guys know who she is. I found her on YouTube. And I thought it was an appropriate song with in the celebration of Juneteenth and celebration of going to the Civil Rights Museum. So I figured, you know what, that sounds like a good song. And it's called Ancestors, and you can find her on YouTube. So yeah, so check her out there. But I am going to show you just a few snippets of what we I can't even say what we did because I don't have that footage yet, but I do have what do I have? Just some video of that I threw together so we could see some stuff. So I'll show it to you so you can see it. Yeah, I'll show it. Why not? Because that's what we do. Take a peek. So yeah, so this was the event, the hats we wear. And isn't that, oh hi, that's me. And that was my hat. And that is like one of my husband's artworks. The Warrior Girl is actually pretty. And that was the smiling woman. It and oh, that's the hoodoo woman. I wish you guys could see it better. Yeah. So this is the masquerade tonight here in Tucson. If you guys feel like you want to take a peek and come out and but you got to dress up, dress to impress and wear a mask. I will not be there till 2 a.m. I'm just letting you know. It's from 9 to 2 a.m. 2 a.m. God, Lord help us all. But yeah, this body will not be there at that time. Just so you know. Okay? Yeah, there's that. But yeah, so oh man, what was I gonna say? I totally lost my train of thought talking about me not being somewhere. Because I'm not. It's 9 o'clock p.m. and I'm not gonna do it. Okay, so there we go. Um, So yes, like I said, I didn't want to come on here and I was going to be here forever or for a long period of time. I just wanted to share that. I just want to say hello. I just wanted to just let you know season 10, we got some good stuff coming and show you guys a little bit of what's going on during Juneteenth here in Tucson. And yeah, give you some things to start reflecting on because you know I got to give you stuff to reflect on. So um some reflective questions that I have for you is what parts of your history have shaped who you are today? I know for me, it would probably be um my grandmother, you know, spending time with her and learning from her, working with the NAACP has definitely shaped a lot of who I am and where I am today. Seeing the negative reflections of who we are as in Black American community definitely also shapes that too, because I don't want to continue to perpetrate the narrative of us being lazy and all these things that it is, and then raising our grandson to know all sides of him because he is a multiracial child, right? Just as our child is a multiracial child, so we know in all parts of them and what makes them who they are. The other thing is, what hat do you wear most often and how does it influence your life? Oh my gosh, the hat that I wear most often. Um, right now I think it's more of a creative hat. That's the most often hat that I've worn that I've weared. What kind of English am I speaking? That I have worn. Good Lord in heaven. Um, the hat that I've worn most often would be now creative because that's the season I've been in for the past, I want to say 8 years or so, or 6 years or so. It's been in a creative space, right? Creating art in the manner of whether it's visual art as painting or visual art in filmmaking. So, being some sort of creating podcasts and things of that. And so being in that hat and is the hat that I am currently wearing most often these days. I still wear my hat as a medical and healthcare professional. So I do switch between the two hats, and sometimes both hats are on at the same time because they both go hand in hand. Sometimes I have to be creative artist in healthcare. So there's that as well. Um, are there masks that you are ready to remove? That's the other question. So for me, and I'm gonna just answer these two as I come up with them. So the hats, are there any hats that I'm ready to remove? Honestly, not really, not yet. I think the hats that I was ready to remove, I've removed them already and have retired them. Some have been retired, some have been given away, some have been just burned, right? So those hats are gone. So the hats that am currently changing between are really hats that I love and I'm passionate about and I'm not ready to get rid of. So yeah, there are no hats or masks that I'm ready to get rid of. Are there any masks that I'm ready to remove? I think I've removed those as well when I got rid of the hats. I think I'm walking more and more into my authentic space where I say what I mean and I mean what I say, uh, which it still remains to be a challenge. Like saying no to going to places, that's a challenge because I want to be that person that's supportive, but I just have to figure out what's the other way I can be supportive without always showing up to things because sometimes I don't want to. And it's not because I don't support what the person is doing, is sometimes it's just not my jam. So do I really need to be there? So now I'm learning how to ask, how can I be supportive to you without being present there? Because like I said, the people who I'm being supportive to and with um, are people that I genuinely like and care about. So therefore, I want to be a supportive person to them. So finding a way where you can be supportive while protecting yourself and not showing up to everything and being present at everything, depleting your reserve. Because remember, your cup, you're filling your cup, and only the overflow is what you're sharing with other people. And right now, you see this cup, this is about where my cup actually is. And I got to keep pouring into me because right now I've been giving out of my cup, literally. So there's that, right? So having that conversation will be very, very important. Yeah, so that will be when thinking about are there any masks that I'm ready to remove, different from the hats that have been removed. The masks, they tend to keep going back and forth. So, um, yeah, just knowing when to take that mask and say, okay, I don't need to put this one on. Let's have a conversation on how this mask, we can retire this mask because I can't be everywhere for everybody. So, that is very much challenge, especially as a creative, because we also want the opportunity to be creative as well. So I have to be mindful of not emptying my cup, right? So in the interest of Juneteenth, The other question would be, what does freedom mean to you in this season of your life? And we know we're constantly being attacked with ICE and the presidency, the police. There's so many people that are attacking our sense of freedom. But what does it mean to you in this season? Right now, in this season of my life, freedom means being able to navigate spaces that probably we weren't able to navigate before and being okay, being able to not worry about being picked off the street at a whim because you look like you may be from a foreign country. But let's be honest, we all are looking like we don't belong here because we really don't. But let me not say that too loud before they come pick my ass up off the street. But anyways, so yeah, so what does freedom look like for me in this season of my life? Actually, it looks like what it's looking like right now, which is really, really good. I am very blessed and honored to be in the space that I am in this season of my life. If you asked me like 10 years ago if I would be in this part of my life and have these creative things going on, I was like, you are out of your mind. That is not me. That is not happening. But yet here I am. And I'm loving it. I'm having a great time. So there's that. Um, and last but not least, what legacy do you hope to leave behind? Wow. Not thinking of the end of my life at this point, but um, that legacy has changed of what I think I want to leave behind because once upon a time, yeah, I couldn't say that there was something or a legacy I wanted to leave behind. So now I think the legacy I want to leave behind is one of authenticity, advocating for others, um, and just being present. And I mean, of course, you have all those other financial, things you want to leave legacy behind. But I think the creative that I am, both myself and my husband, the creatives that we are, that is us leaving our legacy behind because it's a part of us and it's something our grandchildren, our great grandchildren, and so forth and so on as they go on will continue to have and see. They will have Pop Pop's work in their house. They will have Aya's work in their house. They would see old videos of Aya. And so I think it's much easier to leave a legacy behind now than it was back then. Because now, many of us, especially those of us of Gen X, are trying to retrace those legacies and find those pieces. And it's harder. It's harder. It's not well documented. Whereas now, um, it's a little easier to leave your legacy behind because and have it documented. Like our most of our legacy, especially for individuals of my age, it's on VHS tapes or beta tapes, and you can't even play those anymore. So you got to get them, take them all, and get them put on, a flash drive or whatever, and that gets to cost a penny. So it's just like it's a little easier to leave a legacy now than it was back then. So yeah. The kind I want is one that is helpful, that's growing, that my grandchildren, great grandchildren can learn from and see that we tried to be good people and raise good humans, right? So yeah, so those are your reflective questions. And I will reiterate them one more time before taking a small little break. And so that will be, what parts of your history have shaped who you are today? What hat do you wear most often, and how does it influence your life? Are there masks you are ready to remove? And what does freedom mean to you in this season of your life? And then the other one, what legacy do you hope to leave behind? All right. So those are your reflective points. So take those and you can write them down and you guys can always rewind and do all those kind of things. But yeah, those are your reflective points. So there we go. Hey everyone, Dr. Diana Collins here with the Soulful Eclectic, a podcast about being your authentic self and maintaining your health and wellness. Brought to you by Divine Nubian Essentials, Love the Skin You're In, and also Collins Education Resource Management, where healthcare education is our passion. If you're looking for a new read, check out our friend Reggie Dupree in Hoodoo Heaven, Return to Hoodoo, and Mystical Midlife Mate, because everything is happening in Hoodoo. Brought to you by WUBI Ubiquity Radio and TV. If you have not downloaded your app on Roku or Apple or Google Play, do so right away. The Soulful Eclectic can be found every Friday night, 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time on all your podcast streaming platforms, WUBI Ubiquity Radio and TV. So, see you soon. Namaste. Hey guys. So see, it was quick. It was quick because I didn't plan on keeping you very long. Okay, so there you are. Um, so yes, so my closing thoughts, because I do have some closing thoughts. So, um, when we think about evolution, evolution begins when we honor our past, right? We got to honor our past, embrace our present, and courageously step into the future that we were always meant to create. Now, those of you who are out there who have these talents and have this need, this burning desire to do X, Y, and Z, that is not there by that is there by design. That is not there just some fluke. Okay. It is there by design. So I would encourage you to probably investigate it, navigate it, and see where it leads you. So yeah, there's that. So if anything in our conversation, as short as it was, resonated with you, yeah, I just offer that you ask that you share it with someone who is trying to navigate their own journey of growth and self-discovery. I have regular reflections and reflective things and what do you call it? Meditation and mantras and things like that that I send to friends and family. And some of them I have shared with you all as they're navigating different days. And because we're all having issues navigating some sort of space of some sort, or even, just keeping ourselves grounded and protecting our peace. That's been a conversation we've been having for quite a while, especially it's come up quite a few times in the past few days, is protecting our peace. And what does that look like for you when you're protecting your peace? And I know that could be a loaded question because a lot of people have been weaponizing protecting their peace and have been using it to be mean to others. But in true fashion of protecting your peace, what does that look like for you? Right? So if anything that we talked about resonated with you, or if you want to share with someone that might find some value in it, please do share. And also, if you have not done so already, subscribe. Please leave me a review. I would definitely appreciate it. And join us this season as we fill it with meaningful conversations about health, healing, creativity, purpose, and just living your authentic life, right? So I will say again, welcome to season 10. Welcome to your evolution. All right. So with this Juneteenth, thank you for joining me for starting the conversation about legacy, liberation, identity, and personal evolution. I hope that with this podcast, with this episode, we have another season of just amazing continued conversation. So, again, if you haven't done so already, like, subscribe, comment. If you're on YouTube, ring the bell, leave me a message. I would definitely love to hear from you. In that respect, like I said, I did not plan to keep you very long. So, with that, I say take care of yourself and each other. Enjoy all the Juneteenth events that are around wherever you are in the world. And if you guys are in Chicago, we are at the NAACP will be in Chicago this year. And I can't wait because I want to see that new Obama Presidential Center. It looked amazing in all the clips that everybody put out. So anyways, which we will probably be there. But anyway, if you're in Chicago and you are willing to come to the convention center, join us at the NAACP National Convention this year is in Chicago, Illinois. So, with that, continue to take care of yourself and each other. I bid you farewell, guys. Namaste.